It's not curable, as have said all along, and I mean we've spoken about this privately.
Recently, King Charles captured the attention of the entire United Kingdom when he was urgently admitted to the hospital, an unexpected event that forced him to cancel a series of important pre-scheduled engagements. According to an official statement from Buckingham Palace, this situation stemmed from complications in the ongoing cancer treatment that he has been quietly enduring for an extended period. Just one day later, he reappeared in public, marking his first outing since this concerning health scare. Currently, the king is stepping away from public duties to rest and recuperate at a peaceful location over the weekend. Behind this decision lies a greater goal, ensuring he is fit enough to undertake a symbolic state visit to Italy, slated to occur in just 2 weeks. This surprising news not only sparked widespread interest, but also served as a stark reminder of a reality often overlooked. King Charles is battling a severe form of cancer, a struggle he has silently borne since the official announcement was made. Lady Colin Campbell, a renowned commentator in royal circles known for her candid and incisive style, offered a shocking perspective on the king's health condition. In a recent conversation, she shared the king is not in any state of health to take on additional pressure or burdens beyond what he is already carrying. His cancer is incurable, or, to put it more delicately for public consumption, it has not yet been cured, and there is little prospect that it will be cured in the near or distant future. This means he must live with continuous treatment. And one of the key principles when dealing with cancer is to avoid excessive stress. Lady Campbell's remarks not only underscore the gravity of his illness, but also raise significant questions about the king's ability to continue fulfilling his role amid increasingly fragile health. She emphasized that for someone of Charles' age, now well into his 70s and afflicted with such a dire disease, each passing day presents a formidable challenge. Meanwhile, Jenny Bond, a seasoned former BBC royal correspondent with years of closely following the royal family, appeared on GB News to express deep sympathy for Prince William, the heir to the throne. She said, "I genuinely feel for William. Anyone would worry when their father falls ill, wouldn't they? But for him, the situation is far more complex. He's described this past year as brutal, not just because of his father's illness, but also due to his wife, Princess Catherine, battling cancer. For most people, concern for a parent's health is already a heavy burden. But for William, the inevitable loss of his father is not just a personal tragedy, it's a fateful turning point. It will completely transform his life, upending everything he's built. It's an entirely different scenario, a weighty responsibility, as he faces ascending the throne sooner than anticipated. I believe he's carrying a great deal of anxiety for his father, for himself, and for the future of his young family. Yet, there's a noteworthy detail: William didn't rush to his father's bedside immediately. This could be a positive sign, suggesting the situation may not yet be at a critical stage. The discussion continued with Connor Tomlinson, a young but sharp commentator who brought a multifaceted perspective to the table. He remarked, "Regardless of your political stance on the king, and we'll delve into that shortly, it's undeniable that his reign has been remarkable. Consider this: he has ruled while grappling with a very serious form of cancer. Described by Lady Colin Campbell as incurable, he undergoes treatment almost non-stop. What's striking it, though, is that thanks to his resilience and generally robust health, we've rarely seen obvious negative effects from his illness. He doesn't want to cancel engagements or step back from his role for even a moment. He aims to fully embrace his duties as king, something many might overlook amid the pomp and pageantry. But what's the reality? A man in his mid to late 70s, suffering from incurable cancer, who showed signs of poor health like his swollen hands when signing official documents on camera shortly after ascending the throne, clearly doesn't have much time left. I believe he feels a profound personal disappointment about this. He waited decades to take the crown, overshadowed by his mother's record-breaking reign as Queen Elizabeth II. Now, when it's finally his turn, he faces the harsh limits of time and health. Connor went on to express empathy I truly feel for his family. Though I don't share much of the king's political worldview, that doesn't stop me from recognizing the pain of those closest to him. His children, despite their well-known feuds, like the one between Meghan, Harry, and William and Kate, will undoubtedly be devastated to lose their father. His grandchildren, the young Wales children, will lose their grandfather. I consider myself fortunate to still have both sets of grandparents and my parents in my life. I know firsthand how devastating it would be to lose a loved one. I'd be shattered if one of my grandfathers passed away. So, when I think of the three little princes and Princess George, Charlotte, and Louis facing the loss of their great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, and then, not long after, their grandfather, it breaks my heart. It will be a tremendous shock, a pain hard to heal for children too young to fully grasp the weight of such loss. The host, Dan, then shifted focus to Queen Camilla for another angle. He noted yesterday Camilla was at ITV, cheerfully chatting with TV stars like Lorraine Kelly and Christine Lampard. This made me wonder if Charles's condition were truly dire. Would she still be in the mood to appear so relaxed? Perhaps she'd have rushed to the hospital instead of talking with Dermot O'Leary. It might be a positive sign, indicating things aren't at their worst. That said, we should remember Charles and Camilla are quite independent as a couple. They often operate separately, so her presence at ITV isn't necessarily definitive proof of the king's status. The conversation then turned to politics, a sensitive but unavoidable topic when discussing King Charles' reign. Dan shared, "I'm a supporter of the monarchy, someone who believes in its value as an institution. But that doesn't mean I agree with every choice the king makes. I see myself as a critical friend, much like how I view Reform UK. Honestly, Charles has performed better as king than I expected. As Prince of Wales, he frequently meddled in politics, which worried many. Since taking the throne, he's reined that in, and I respect that. However, there's growing concern lately that he's focusing too much on Islam while serving as head of the Church of England, a role tied to Christianity. This unease flared up after a video where he sent Ramadan greetings to the Muslim community. The video was replayed, with King Charles saying Muslims across the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth are celebrating Ramadan, the holiest month in the Islamic calendar. I want to send my heartfelt best wishes to you all. My wife and I are thinking of you during this special time. It should be a joyous occasion, mosques buzzing with life, families gathering to share meals and prayers, inviting friends and neighbors of all faiths to join. We value the Muslim community's contributions to UK life, reflecting Ramadan's spirit of charity. As the Quran says, God does not burden any soul beyond what it can bear. Peace be with you all, Connor responded. That video stirred controversy because many are uneasy about the royal family hosting an iftar at Windsor Castle. The monarchy, alongside the government and BBC, seems to prioritize Muslim sensitivities over Christianity, the faith the king is meant to uphold as head of the Church of England. It's no surprise people are losing faith in the institution. I still believe Britain needs a king, but when Charles passes, I hope William rises to the occasion. Politically, if there's a proposal to use royal orders to repeal old laws, I doubt Charles would agree. He's too aligned with globalist views. When William takes over, will he back major reforms, stay silent like his grandmother, or resist change like his father? That's the big question. Finally, royal expert Angela Levin joined in. She said, "I'm worried about the king's health, but I must say he's wonderful to the Jewish community, supporting the chief rabbi and making them feel welcome. I don't mind his closeness to Muslims. I believe he's Christian at heart." On this hospitalization, though they call it minor, I suspect it's more serious. He never likes canceling plans. He's worked tirelessly despite his illness, and I hope Camilla helps him rest. I choose Kate. King Charles stuns Camilla. As the world braces to mark a fateful chapter of history with VE Day's solemn revelry, a thunderbolt has struck the British royal family. threatening to shatter the ancient pillars of the monarchy itself. In a move that defies belief, King Charles has unleashed a decision so startling it has sent tremors racing through the palace, leaving even the most weathered royal watchers breathless. At the eye of this tempest loomed two towering figures: Camilla, the queen consort, cloaked in fury, and Kate, the Princess of Wales, poised in enigmatic calm. Whispers say Camilla rages against the king's unforeseen edict, a choice that has sparked a fierce, unspoken war between them. As the royal household staggers under this earth-shaking rupture, a single, haunting question lingers in the air. What dark impulse drove the king to this perilous brink? And what shadowy fate now awaits the crown against this royal crisis? The United Kingdom is poised to mark a historic milestone, the anniversary of Victory in Europe Day. This celebration will unite the nation in remembrance and reflection. Let's uncover how these events intertwine. The stage is set. The United Kingdom is preparing a grand tribute to VE Day, a momentous occasion marked by national events and community festivities across the land. In London, the heart of the commemoration, the cenotaph in Whitehall will be draped in Union flags. A military procession will march from Whitehall to Buckingham Palace, echoing the victory parades of yesteryear, a breathtaking fly-past featuring historic and modern aircraft, including the Red Arrows, will honor the Royal Air Force's role in securing triumph. At the Tower of London, a striking ceramic poppy installation will recall the lives lost, reminiscent of the iconic blood-swept lands and seas of red display. Westminster Hall will host a concert celebrating Winston Churchill's legendary victory speech, while Westminster Abbey will hold a solemn service of remembrance, attended by world leaders, veterans, and the royal family. Beyond state events, communities nationwide will join in tribute, from town criers proclaiming VE Day's significance to neighborhood street parties and the tolling of church bells. Over 1,000 beacons will blaze across the evening sky, symbolizing the shift from war to peace. The National Theater has launched an educational program, and the Imperial War Museums are calling for personal wartime letters through their Letters to Loved Ones project. An augmented reality experience will bring VE Day's moments to life, linking past to present. Amid these grand plans, all eyes turn to the royal family, whose role remains a focal point of national intrigue. Though their exact involvement awaits official word, King Charles III is expected to lead alongside senior royals. Yet behind closed doors, a stunning decision by Charles directly involving Camilla and Kate has left Camilla enraged. Could this choice, tied to V-Day's themes of victory, unity, and a new dawn, signal a shift in the royal family's power? Whatever the reason, this occasion is more than a look back. It could reshape the monarchy's future. Why V-Day matters, and why Camilla burns with rage. Victory in Europe Day stands as one of modern history's greatest milestones, marking the end of World War II in Europe. It's a day of unity over division, hope over despair. The defeat of Nazi Germany was more than a military win, it was a moral triumph, embodying the resilience of nations that defied oppression and tyranny. It's a time for solemn remembrance, honoring the millions who sacrificed their lives for a future free from dictatorship and suffering. Above all, V-Day carries a message of peace, a moment of reconciliation, a reminder that even the fiercest conflicts must yield to unity. The war tore families apart, displaced millions, and tested entire nations. Its end heralded a new chapter, a chance to rebuild together. For the monarchy, this message resonates deeply. The British royal family has long been a beacon of continuity and stability, a unifying force for the nation. Their role in these commemorations isn't mere pageantry, it's meant to echo resilience, togetherness, and national pride. Each year, and as they take center stage for VE Day, they represent more than themselves. They embody the idea that a nation can stand as strong and united, even in adversity. With this anniversary approaching, the weight of history feels heavier than ever. It's one of the last major milestones where wartime survivors will join the living memory a moment demanding dignity, respect, and a united royal front. Against this backdrop, any decision about the royal family's role carries immense significance. VE Day's symbolism amplifies every choice, every gesture. That's why Charles's recent move has sparked such uproar. It's a decision that's rocked the palace, and no one feels its sting more than Queen Camilla. For years, she's labored to cement her place in the royal family, overcoming public scorn and personal trials to claim her role as queen consort. A national event of this scale is precisely where she'd expect to stand by her husband, embodying the monarchy's stability. Yet something has shifted, a choice striking at the core of VE Day's ideals of peace, unity, and continuity. For Camilla, it's turned this moment into one of piercing pain. The shocking announcement, "I choose her." What could have stirred such raw emotion? Why does this VE Day weigh so heavily on the queen consort? It all erupted at a recent royal dinner. Insiders lucky enough to witness the dramatic scene are still dazed by what unfolded. Senior royals had gathered to discuss the upcoming VE Day celebrations, a solemn affair steeped in history. What began as a routine meal spiraled into a moment of high drama that left the table stunned. As talk of the event flowed, King Charles rose abruptly. His voice, firm and commanding, cut through the room. With unshakable resolve, he declared that Kate Middleton, the Princess of Wales, would be his companion for VE Day. "I choose her," he said, pointing at Kate. The shock was instantaneous. Leaked reports say Camilla froze, her face draining of color. In a rare, unguarded moment, her spoon clattered onto the table, a metallic echo signaling the tension that erupted. Silence gripped the room, all eyes on her, awaiting her reaction. Yet Kate seemed unshaken, offering a knowing smile, as if she'd anticipated this twist. The rest of the royal family appeared unfazed by Charles's bold words. Some insiders hinted they'd foreseen it, suggesting the decision predated this night. But why did Charles choose this moment for such a stunning move? Personality clashes, the widening rift between Charles and Camilla. Despite their public facade as a united couple, tensions between King Charles III and Queen Camilla have reportedly simmered behind closed doors. Differences in personality, lifestyle, and approach to royal duty have fueled an ongoing divide, one that insiders say has only grown sharper. Though they project stability, those near the monarchy whisper that their marriage is far from flawless, with personal clashes forcing a delicate balance. A telling sign lies in their daily lives. Camilla often retreats to her private haven, Ray Mill House in Wiltshire, spending time with her children and grandchildren. Meanwhile, Charles stays at Highgrove or Sandringham, immersed in his charities, environmental work, and royal tasks. While they share Clarence House during the week, they've long kept separate spaces, a choice some call more than preference, but necessity. Insiders claim too much time together breeds discord, and this distance is their shield against constant friction. By maintaining their own retreats, they carve out breathing room, a need that's grown as their priorities and views diverge. A key flashpoint has been Charles's health. When first diagnosed with cancer, he insisted on pressing forward with royal duties, defying medical advice. His resolve sparked heated rows with Camilla, who feared he was risking his life. She urged him to slow down, to step back and heal. Charles resisted fiercely, reportedly telling confidants, "I have a duty." Making clear retreat wasn't an option. Camilla saw his stance as reckless stubbornness. Charles bristled at what he deemed her controlling ways. Though Charles has since delegated more to Prince William, the strain of those early battles lingers, leaving a rift that festers beneath their public calm. Camilla's fight to make him prioritize health has bred lasting frustration, stretching their bond thinner than ever. Yet the deepest tension may lie in the royal power play. Since ascending the throne, rumors swirl that Camilla has seized more control, stepping in as Charles's health faltered. Some say she's quietly shaped engagements, decisions, and even the narrative of his reign, emerging as the power behind the crown. This hasn't escaped Charles, no. While Camilla has earned her place, her rising influence may have overstepped for a king determined to wield his own authority. Whispers of her dominance have irked him, and some believe his VE Day choice is a bid to reclaim control, a move that stunned the palace and left Camilla livid. Why Kate? Charles's decision to elevate Kate Middleton for such a landmark event has unleashed a torrent of speculation. Tradition dictates Camilla, as queen consort, would stand beside him. His pivot to Kate raises questions. Is this a nod to her rising stature, or something more? For years, Charles and Kate's bond has been polite but distant, not the easy warmth he shared with Diana. A man of tradition and protocol, Charles has kept interactions reserved. Yet Kate has worked to close that gap, backing him publicly and embracing royal values. Unlike some younger royals, she stayed true to tradition, meeting the demands of her future role with grace. For Charles, this loyalty may be gold. His reign faces scrutiny over Camilla's place, his health, and pressures to modernize while preserving legacy. Kate offers stability and elegance, traits he cherishes, a steady hand, free of scandal. By aligning with her, Charles may be fortifying the monarchy's image as united and ready for what's next. But there's a personal angle to his bond with William. As Charles's health wanes, William has shouldered more, his role as heir accelerating. Their relationship, marked by clashes over the monarchy's path, William's modern leanings versus Charles's rooted traditions, bears scars from Diana's death, William's protectiveness, and Harry's exit. Charles knows William is the future. For his reign to shine, the handover must be seamless. Elevating Kate, William's confidant and future queen, sends a message to the public and William of full support. It's a gesture of peace, a bridge over past tensions, ensuring a united front. Yet while strategic for Charles, it's a bitter pill for Camilla. Camilla's fight and Kate's rise. For years, Camilla has battled to shed her other woman label and claim legitimacy as queen consort. If Kate's role swells, Camilla's could shrink. This isn't just about one event, it's what it signals. If Charles now leans on Kate as his chief female ally, is Camilla's reign already dimming? Could this spark a power shift? Sidelining her, that it's reignited a deeper rift, the fraught tie between Camilla and Kate. Behind polished appearances, their relationship has long simmered with tension. Differing personalities, ambitions, and styles have fueled a quiet struggle, now bursting into view as Kate's star ascends. Camilla's doubts about Kate predate her royal entry. When William courted Kate, a commoner with no noble roots, Camilla, steeped in elite circles, questioned her fit as future queen. Reports suggest she and Charles's advisors nudged William to delay, unsure if Kate grasped royal pressures. Yet Kate proved them wrong, shining with poise and duty. Still, friction flared. Kate's choice to wear Diana's pearl earrings and sapphire ring, potent symbols of her late mother-in-law, stirred unease. Many saw it as more than sentiment, a quiet claim to Diana's legacy amid Camilla's shadowed past with her. Public moments hint at Frost's stiff smiles, awkward exchanges, Kate keeping her distance. Body language experts note the chill, fanning speculation of a strained bond. Their approaches clash too. Camilla favors tradition, private elite gatherings, and old customs, while Kate modernizes, diving into charity, mental health, and public connection. With Charles's health faltering and Kate taking on more, the balance tips. His VE Day choice may signal her path to greater leadership, pushing Camilla further back, a fate she won't accept quietly. Camilla's fury erupted after Charles's announcement. Sources say she stormed out, wounded and betrayed after decades securing her place, now overshadowed by Kate, her rumored rival. Charles's stern "You are done" followed, its meaning unclear, but hinting at exasperation. Insiders warn Camilla won't yield easily. With her role at risk, she might turn to leaks, whispers, or media tales to reclaim her narrative. With Charles fragile, she could tighten her hold, vying for sway. He's ahead. The world will watch as Kate stands tall beside Charles at VE Day, his trusted companion in a pivotal moment. The sight will scream volumes, Camilla, the queen, relegated to the wings while Kate soars. The press is poised to feast on this rift, amplifying rumors that Camilla can't downplay. The monarchy teeters on a monumental edge. Kate's rising sway and Camilla's potential fall could reshape it forever. Is this Kate's reign as queen-in-waiting dawning? Palace whispers grow louder. With each step, she nears the throne's face. It's no longer if, but when. For Camilla, once a royal titan, the reality bites she's losing grip. Charles's choice at this historic event marks her slipping power. The world's eyes shift to Kate, and a fierce battle for the monarchy's soul ignites. Will Camilla claw back her place, or is this her slow fade into shadow? Time will tell. What do you think of Charles's choice? Share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.